Hi, boys and girls.
For this review, we're going to be looking at the 2017 Mazda 3. All of the Mazda 3s I've tested in the past were sedans with a real trunk. In this particular case, they sent me the hatchback version. Like so. Some decent storage room back here. And yes, we actually do get a real spare tire. Thank you very much. But I brought along my spare tire kit with a lot of fixed flat and air pumps, just in case. There are a lot of things I like about the Mazda 3. The main feature is the low price of $18,000 base. This particular Mazda was a bit more money because we had the Grand Touring package, which includes a long list of goodies, too long to read here, but items like leather trim, nice stereo system, rear view camera, you get the idea. That brought us to $25,000. They also added navigation, radar cruise control, other goodies, so we got a price of $28,980. Which wouldn't bother me so much if they weren't charging me for the cargo net at $75. I mean, come on. It's a hatchback. You should have a cargo net standard, but okay, so you got to pay $75 to live with it. Another option on the list was $1,600 for a premium package, which includes these high output LED headlights, which turn with the steering wheel for taking tight corners. I'm kind of curious to see how they perform in the dark, so we'll take these out right now and see what they do. Alright, it's dark enough. Let's try these headlights out. Guess we'll have to turn them back on though, won't we? Here we have a wall 100 feet away at low beams, plenty of light. Hit high beams, more than adequate again. This building is 300 feet away. We got the high beams on. Plenty of light. Go down to low beams, reaches out just fine. I'd give the headlights a very nice review. No complaints whatsoever. As I believe I mentioned earlier, these headlights do swivel with the steering wheel. Turning left or right as the steering wheel turns left or right. Handy for taking corners. And plenty of light for going through dark alleys. As you see, the headlights do turn again. Later on in this video, we're going to be hitting some speed bumps to test out the ride quality, but I see one right here. Let's try this one. Hang on. Wow, didn't even feel it. Let's try another one. Here it comes. Didn't feel that one either. Pretty smooth. The base engine is a 2.0 liter, putting out 155 horsepower. Fuel economy rated at 27 to 37 mpg. For us high rollers, I get the GT package. We get a 2.5 liter, putting out 184 horsepower, rated at 26 to 35 mpg. I've already racked 150 miles of highway driving on this vehicle. I was driving around 75 miles per hour, averaging 32 to 33 mpg. Pretty close to the EPA estimate that's on the window sticker. A slick shifting manual transmission is available on certain models, but for the most part, if you order the GT, you'll find yourself with an automatic transmission, which performs quite well, and does have a sport mode for brisker driving. If you like to shift for yourself, there are paddle shifters on the steering wheel too. One of the things we do here is to drive over speed bumps to test the ride quality. And we're going to do that right now. Doing around 25 miles per hour. Bump number 1. Heard it, but didn't really feel it. Bump number 2. That was 30 miles per hour. Here's another one. Now here's the nasty one. Hang on. Pretty smooth. Didn't feel it. I suppose the speed bump test wasn't really necessary because I've racked up a lot of miles on this vehicle before today. And I can tell you, without a doubt, this is one of the smoothest riding small cars I've ever had. Very comfortable, very quiet. But hey, I'm already here. The speed bumps are here, so I figured go ahead and do the speed bump test. Why not? Talking about 0 to 60 mile per hour times in an economy car like this is rather pointless. But I can tell you this is a very peppy engine. Lots of low-end torque. Regardless of what transmission you get, it's more than adequate for any use you're going to give it. So we'll put it on drive, click on the sport mode. Did I hear some rubber chirping? Plenty of passing power here, and the brakes work just fine, although the pedal's a little bit more mushy than I would like, but you'll get used to it. I just took a 150 mile highway trip and another 150 miles of mixed city and freeway commuting, and there we go, 28.3 mpg. Can't beat that. Let's take a look at the cabin, which has been upgraded with better materials for 2017. We've got room for 2 adults in the second row seating, and yes, the seats do fold down for cargo. The gauge cluster is well designed. The climate controls are very easy to use. 2 large knobs and some easy to touch buttons. A medium-sized glove box, bigger than most compact cars. Medium-sized console, and under the secret compartment, cup holders, and I guess it includes some money. Mazda's trying to go upscale, so they have this control knob for the navigation and stereo system. They're trying to copy Audi and BMW. And all the results are put on the screen on the dash here. Here's the navigation. A screen for your favorite stations. Personally, I don't like these knob control systems. Supposedly they simplify everything. In reality, they just complicate everything. But in all fairness, after 3 or 4 days, you can learn how to use it. And in my case, I've driven enough BMWs and Audis with similar knobs, so it wasn't that big a problem for me. So this isn't a complaint, it's just a warning. It'll take some getting used to. And just a note, if you're going to put your morning coffee in the cup holders, don't spill it down in here because it's probably waterproof, but if coffee ever got in there or any other liquid, I can't begin to imagine how much it would cost to repair all that. Just a warning. This is a very nice car for city driving. You have a small vehicle that can cut in and out of traffic. A powerful engine for plenty of passing. And again, a smooth, comfortable ride. As well as a nice fuel economy, which I mentioned earlier. In 1 week of driving, there's only one major beef I had with this car, and you can see it on the camera. And that's the way the dash reflects into the windshield. You can see the air vents there, the speaker there. Now this isn't dangerous or anything, it's just annoying on a sunny day from certain angles. I did get used to it after a while, but there are ways to design cars so this doesn't happen, Mazda, so on your next redesign, can you do something about this? Here's my take on the Mazda 3. I've driven a lot of these, and each time I said it was one of the best small cars on the planet for the money. And after driving this, I still say the same thing, although in this case the price was a little bit higher than what I would like. But there are models down there closer to the $20,000 bracket. And by the way, I didn't mention earlier, this is a real Japanese car made with real Japanese parts and assembled by real Japanese workers in Japan, which explains the high quality factor. I think that's definitely worth something. If you're looking for a nice commuter car in the 18 to 25 grand category, the Mazda 3 is definitely worth a test drive before you sign on the dotted line. It's a nice car, and personally I like it.